Do you feel like everyone around you has everything sort of under control and that they've all got it good, well worked out and together, and you don't? Do you feel like you don't deserve the success that you have? Well, that sounds like imposter syndrome. And at the moment, that's what I feel. I feel like a small-time YouTuber, and I wonder, what am I gonna do? Why am I talking to you? Does anyone even want to listen to me? And then I stand in hospital as a medical student, and I feel overwhelmed sometimes by all the information. I feel like I stand in front of the patient, clueless, and like I shouldn't be there. I have imposter syndrome, and today, I want to talk about it. I haven't posted a video in just about 10 months. And I recently got a comment that popped up in my emails that said, what about an update? This comment knocked me back really far in the thought of why haven't I done another video? Hi guys, my name's Andreas. I'm a 5th year medical student at Riga Stratens University, and I'm currently on a program working in Germany. And I feel like I have imposter syndrome. And this has been the main reason why I haven't posted on YouTube in 10 months. Because I feel underqualified to talk to you. I feel underqualified as a medical student to talk to patients. And the last few weeks, I've been dissecting what the problem is, and if that's really the problem, and how to solve it. So, I play quite a lot of PlayStation. I do a lot of sports, and I travel a lot. And somehow, I do quite well in medical school. That does sound like I'm a bit of a fraud, doesn't it? Med school, all you gotta do is study. All you gotta do is work hard. That's the only way you succeed. Well, somehow, I mean, I am studying, but really not as much as it feels like everybody else is studying. I spend quite a lot of time on this thing and on this bad boy. So, am I really a medical student or am I just an imposter? All these things that I do, playing PlayStation, traveling, cycling, running, going to the gym, is all time that I'm not spent studying. But somehow, I've got really good grades in med school and I'm getting through quite well. I am having the success, but it feels like I'm not doing the same amount of work. Does that make me less of a medical student? Does that make me one day less of a doctor? No, I don't think so. And that's what I want to talk about today. So before I jump into all the personal stuff as to why I feel like I'm in this situation, I thought, let's just talk about what exactly imposter syndrome is. Well, imposter syndrome is the feeling, the nagging feeling that no matter when you succeed or how you succeed, that someone will essentially find out that your success was maybe due to luck. You don't actually belong there. You feel like each time you pass an exam or you do something really well, you're there because you're lucky, not because you worked hard. So essentially you feel like everyone around you is working hard and you're sort of just making it and faking it all the way. And that's a really interesting thought, because I think a lot of us have this feeling, especially medical students, because we're regularly presented in front of people and have to answer questions that are very personal to these people, because we have to answer questions to their health. So we often feel like we are just about making it and we're faking it to this person that we might know what is going on. The last few days I've been thinking of what in my life has put me in the position where I feel like I might not belong in medical school. And I remember all the way back to when I was in primary school and high school. And I remember teachers badgering me and telling me that I'm not academically adequate with the work that I was doing. And listen, I wasn't. So they did have a point. But when they told me this, I feel like, oh, this is my capacity. This is my maximum. I can't achieve more. This is obviously an interpretation of how I interpreted these things. I think a lot of us interpret things like that. We look back at our lives and we think, well, I sucked back then, I must suck right now. And I haven't managed to break out of the sort of mentality of that I worked really hard. I sit with the diagnosis, and I think it's a horrible thing to say, diagnosis, but I'm just gonna say it now, a diagnosis of ADHD. I'm maybe not the most orthodox person in the way I do things, but this diagnosis doesn't come as a disability, and that's why I don't like saying it as a diagnosis, but I mean, this is the official term for it. So we look at these things and we almost reach back at them. So every time I succeed in an exam, and I remember last year I had a really big exam and I thought I was going to fail it, you know, as you do before every exam, and I passed the exam and I counted it to luck. I said, oh, the ADHD held me back and it was all luck and all these types of excuses that I had. And in hindsight, often a reason why I can cram as well as I can, or I can study sometimes extremely focused for 15 hours, is because I have ADHD, is because I can work under pressure. Sometimes it's this fear of failure that pushes me forwards, but it doesn't matter what pushes you forwards. If I'm getting pushed forwards, this is the most important part. And every time we see failure in our environment, we sort of account that back to, well, that's actually normal. This is the actual me. If I would have failed that exam last year, I would have said, yep, that was that ADHD. it knocked me back again, or my teachers in school were right, I wouldn't account too much one day. All these things are essentially grinding you down. And I mean, I'm 29 years old and I'm talking about things that happened at school. I mean, that almost sounds petty, but it is things that hold you back over time. So sometimes, and I see this in my friend group, we should take a step back to where we sit and sometimes appreciate ourselves, looking at the work that we've done. I recently had a look at my YouTube channel after I got this fantastic comment, and I saw I have 275 subscribers. Now, that doesn't seem like a lot in the context of YouTube. You know, we all have our YouTubers that have 4 million, 5 million subscribers. 275 people that want to watch my videos regularly is mind-blowingly exciting for me. And I look at, I don't know, Mr. Beast. Okay, that's a really unrealistic comparison. But I look at people like Ali Abdal or Karma Medic, these people that have millions of subscribers, and I straight away compare myself to them. I then realize I'm not that good at the camera. I'm not that good at editing. I don't always have the most exciting stories. So I need to come back and see what are the successes that I'm having at the moment. I remember starting this YouTube channel and thinking, if I get 100 subscribers, that would be really, really insane. And now I want to sort of set some challenge for you. I want you to go back, and I'm going to link the video in the description. This was my first video I posted on YouTube. It is extremely embarrassing, but I keep it on there to remember that yes, I feel like an imposter right now, but look where I've come from. I've actually gained a lot of skill, and it wasn't luck. It was hours spent on YouTube. It was practicing talking to the camera. That's helped me improve talking to groups of people. That's helped me improve my confidence in general to be able to express myself. And what this process has taught me of looking back at my old videos has taught me that even though I haven't done so much for my YouTube channel, because I've spent more time on my PlayStation than I've spent on my YouTube channel, it doesn't mean that I haven't learned or haven't succeeded in doing something like this. My initial goal was 100 subscribers. I'm at 2.75 times what I aimed for. And that's just wild. So in the end, if you want to get over imposter syndrome, you've got to do a therapy like I'm doing right now. I'm going to continue making videos. I'm going to keep going at trying to succeed at the small things that I have. I'm excited to make videos. If it inspires one person, or, you know, one person enjoys my videos, I'm really excited about that. And along the way, I am gonna play PlayStation. I'm gonna watch too many Instagram reels. I'm gonna have a good time. These are not things that should make me doubt myself over time. And I'm gonna give you that exercise. I want you to sit down, maybe in the evening, switch off everything, leave a light on, and just think about why you deserve to be in the position that you're in. And sometimes we do use things like ChatGPT, and I use ChatGPT to help me with my videos. We do use things and tools to help us throughout our day, to help us succeed. We have friends that help us during exams to study for a really tough exam. We use these resources around us, and the use of resources is not a degradation of the person that you are. So I think after identifying the problem that I have, I now am going to start attacking this problem a bit more head on. I'm going to start making more videos, and I'm going to start realizing and doing exercises where I realize that I am in the position that I should be because I've worked hard. If you feel like this is something that you might have had or have right now, imposter syndrome, tell us about it in the comments. We can make this like a little therapy comment section where we show each other and empower each other that we can do it, and even though we feel like everything is luck, we've probably worked damn hard to be where we want to be. So like and subscribe this video if it helped you. It would support me a lot, and I'm really, really excited to continue this journey as a wannabe medical student YouTuber. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna make, but I promise you it's probably gonna be a little bit unorthodox and something you're not so quite used to. So I'll see you in the next video.